pair of 7 and 6 teams, and they both needed this one. The Ravens looking to win their 4th in a row. Meanwhile, the Lions were kind of trending in the wrong direction, but a win could amend that in a hurry. Reggie Bush doing his part early on. A 14-yard touchdown scamper as the Lions take an early 7-0 lead. Bush's 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Calvin Johnson shut down in the first half. Did not have any catches in the first quarter. We do not see this very often, DJ. Megatron not able to hold on to the ball.
And a lot of real estate on some of these drops, too. I mean, going to be big plays for the Detroit offense. You don't see that very often from Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson definitely not feeling it tonight. And penalties were an issue for the Detroit Lions. Joe Flacco's pass incomplete here, but you can see Louis Delmas gets called for defensive pass interference, giving the Ravens the ball at the Lions' 10. We saw a lot of this tonight, Coach.
Well, and on a game where all they gave up was field goals, this was the difference because it brought them into field goal position in enough times. And when you lose by the margin you do, obviously it's huge.
Unnecessary roughness on Delmas, so the drive would result in a Justin Tucker field goal. That was a theme tonight. It's third quarter now. Lions trailing 12-7. Matthew Stafford looking for Megatron again. This time he holds on, and it's a pickup of 37 yards. But there's a penalty for defensive offside. Didn't matter. It was declined. Lions in Ravens territory. 8 plays later, Stafford to Chris Durham in the end zone. Can't hold on, but there was probably a pretty good reason why he couldn't hold on to this ball. Take another look. Stafford, how can you not call this?
Terrible call. Terrible call by the official. They missed it. They'll be downgraded, and Detroit will get the call. Sorry, Coach. You missed it.
Yeah, they had to settle for a David Akers field goal. They still trailed 12-10. And here's Stafford again, looking for Chris Durham. Instead, he's picked off by Darrell Smith. The Ravens take over at the Lions 34. It's the Lions' 30th turnover of the season. 2nd in the NFL, DJ. They've been doing this too much this year.
Yeah, shot themselves in the foot throughout the ball game. Stafford loves to change his arm angle. Sometimes gets away from it.
All right, here's Flacco to Marlon Brown. They lose one there. Take another look. You can see Flacco gets hit in the knee. DeAndre Levy's helmet. They probably should have called this, but they didn't.
Absolutely.
Coach.
That's the very definition of the rule.
So the Ravens settle on a 53-yard Justin Tucker field goal, add to their lead, making it 15-10 on the Lions' ensuing drive. Stafford to Calvin Johnson for a pickup at 21. 4 plays later, Stafford again throwing to Johnson for a pickup of 14. The Lions moving down the field, and then a couple of plays later, Stafford says, I'm going to go in a different direction. How about Brandon Pettigrew? An 18-yard gain here. Harbaugh would challenge the ruling here, but the Ravens would lose their first time out. It was ruled a catch. 3 plays later, all this guy does is score a touchdown. Joseph Fourier, his 7th touchdown of the season, and the Lions decide to go for 2 after the dance. Coach, you like that, don't you?
No, I don't.
You don't like it? Everybody likes that dance. Well, they go for 2. Megatron cannot hold on, so it's incomplete. The Lions have a 1-point lead on the Ravens' ensuing drive. Flacco looking for Jacoby Jones.
3rd and 15, Dan.
That was huge. Picks up 27. Justin Tucker waiting, looking on, wondering if he'll have a chance. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and 10 on the Lions' 45. They give it to Ray Rice. That's a 3-yard gain. The Ravens take their final timeout. And in comes Justin Tucker from 61 yards out. And he sneaks it just inside the right upright. The Ravens take an 18-16 lead. Take another look at just how close this was. Hey, doesn't matter how close it was. It's good. Harbaugh's loving it. The Lions can't believe it on their sideline. They still have a chance, though. Matthew Stafford. Oh, no. This isn't what you wanted to do here. Picked off by,
guess who?
How about that?
Matt Elam.
How about that? Hey, if you're going to talk the talk,
walk the walk, and he certainly backed it up today. Just a huge win on the road for the Ravens, who are only 1-5 coming in. They beat the Lions. That's a big hit to the Lions' playoff chances, and certainly a boon for the Ravens